Okay, for this episode, I am going to give you another New York City Liquidators story. And I'll call this one the Exploding Pipe Story. Um, this is about as strange as it can get, and you have to realize, and some of you people watching have been in Liquidators, back in the day. So you'll know how run down and beat up that whole building was. So one day, here's how my day usually started. I get there 7:30. I've already grabbed my large cup of coffee and my big nasty sugar encrusted Danish from the food truck, picked up the current issue of Screw, and basically I'm settling in till about 10 o'clock when I can start making calls to some stores. Well, oddly that day, around 10 o'clock, we heard a clanging noise upstairs. And started out as a clanging noise. So I said, what the fuck could this be? And, we don't know who was upstairs. I mean, there's maybe 5 or 6 other entities upstairs somewhere. So this thing started getting weirder and weirder. We go through the lunch period, and all of a sudden, this thing's like really banging loud, like bam, 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 like somebody's hitting the fucking metal with a sledgehammer. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm walking back in the front part. See, the store was divided into 2 stores. There was all the regular movies, junk, whatever the fuck else he sold on his side, and all the smut was on my side. But it seemed like this noise was coming from the corner of the store where all the kung fu stuff was on one side, and basically where all my shit was on the other side, like a notch. And this thing is getting fucking louder and louder. And I'm like, somebody's got to go up there and figure something out. So I sent Jimmy the drunk up there, and he came back. He didn't know what was going on, but he said there was men working up there. So around 2:30, I think it was, there is a loud bang, and all of a sudden, something hits the fucking floor, and water comes gushing out of the ceiling. Now, it's gushing in that corner down there, and I go into my section, and all of a sudden, it's pouring down there. So I yell, Bobby, we got to see what's going on downstairs because we store all our shit down there. So Bobby's ahead of me going down the stairs, and there's fluorescent lights hanging, and Bobby's going into this little section, and I look up and I see the ceiling sagging and ready to burst. I grab him by the back of his shirt, pull him back, and the fucking ceiling lets go right over the fluorescent light, and there's this big fucking electrical arc which may have fucking killed him if he had stood there, I don't know. But I'm standing there looking to all this fucking dirty water pouring down on a skid of all the fucking Taboo VHSs. And these are the most expensive items we carry. And I'm like, no! But I can't do anything. It's like, this is fucking bullshit. So we go upstairs. Somebody managed to turn off whatever the fuck was going on. And I find, not that I found it, one of the stock boys found this fist-sized piece of fucking pipe. It was curved, it looked like a joint. And the only thing I could think of, and of course, they're not going to admit this shit, that they were trying to snake out a drain because there might have been something frozen in there because this was the fucking winter. And somehow this thing got caught up in that pipe joint and just kept banging and banging and banging until it finally broke the fucking thing. What the clog was, obviously that broke because of all the shit coming out, and hit the thing. So I give Norman this piece of pipe. I said, what, you got insurance? And he goes, oh yeah, we're reporting this. And he goes, you know something? He goes, tomorrow you and Alex go down there with Alex's camcorder, because Alex had one of those big Panasonic deals, and make a video of all the damage. So, all right. So I get Alex, and I said, all right, follow behind me and shoot all this shit. And I'm just going to make sure there's no electrical wires laying in any of this crap because I don't really want to get fucking fried for what I'm getting paid. So we went through there, we videoed all the water coming down, and we went to the skid of Taboos, and I pick up a Taboo tape and pour the fucking water out, and I'm going on how these things cost us like $10 a piece, and this is a tragedy because, all this stuff's destroyed, and the reality was they probably cost us $3, but the insurance company not to know that. So we made this wonderful video, and he sent it to the insurance company. I assume he got paid, so that's just another day at the beach at Liquidators, so to speak. You just never know what might happen, and things definitely did happen. So that's our little short and sweet episode for today. To the new subscribers, thanks for subscribing, thanks for tuning in, and above all, stay safe, and we'll catch you for our next episode.